Hi students, I welcome you all in the fourth lecture of TOC on the topic that is context-free grammar. I hope you all are enjoying these lectures and definitely if you are going through these lectures, it will be going to help you. Okay, and I request you all try to solve the questions on this and kindly use the student forum so that if you have any problem regarding any question kindly put there, we are there to help you. Okay, so in this lecture we are going to see the simplification of grammar. Okay, basically we need a simplification of grammar because the grammar which are getting by the CFG according to the rules, that is having some redundant things. Okay, and that redundant things we don't need. Okay, that's why we are going to simplify that grammar, and after simplification that grammar we are using in further cases. Okay, what are the further things that are also we are going to discuss in coming days. Okay, so let's see the simplification of grammar. So here some points are there, we will discuss one by one. The first point says that the definition of CFGs, that is context-free grammars, allows us to develop the wide variety of grammars. We have already seen that the definition of CFG is very simple, and that by using that definition we can definitely write a almost all the grammars are which are of different types. Okay. Then next point says that most of the times some of the production of the CFG are not useful and some becomes redundant also. Okay, तो क्या होता है कि because of the simplicity of the definition, or we can say that flexibility of the definition, we always write anything. Okay, means we can say that we can write redundant things also, that is also possible, and some things are not at all useful in the grammar, means we can say that we are writing A produces epsilon. Okay, but after going through the grammar we can observe that actually the grammar is not producing epsilon, so we don't need that A produces epsilon thing. Okay, that's why that is not a useful production. Okay, so we have to remove that. Okay, and all these things are happening because of the flexibility of definition. Okay, if there are some restrictions will be there, then we can not able to write or we can not going to do such mistakes, but according to the definition we are having the flexibility, that's why these problems are occurring. Okay, and finally by simplification of grammar we can remove this redundancy, and or we can say that unit productions are there. We can say that A produces capital B, this is a unit production, we don't need that unit production. Okay, और ये जो simplification of grammar है वो हम क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं simplification of grammar, because while going to solve that normal forms, or we are getting normal forms, in that normal form it will help us. Simplification of grammar will help us in writing the normal forms, that is one normal form is CNF, that is Chomsky normal form, and another one is GNF, that is Grayback normal form. Okay, that things are we are going to see in coming lectures also. Okay, and while writing the simplification of grammar we have to keep one thing in our mind, that the redundant, or we can say that after reducing the redundancy from the grammar, जो भी grammar हम लिखेंगे आफ्टर रिमूवल ऑफ सच रिडंडेंसी और यूनिट प्रोडक्शन और यूजफुल यूजलेस सिंबल्स. ओके, देन द जो भी ग्रामर होगा वो किसके इक्विवेलेंट होना चाहिए, दैट इज द ओरिजिनल वन. मींस इक्विवेलेंट मींस हमें पता है, वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन दैट इन डीएफए एनएफए. इक्विवेलेंट मतलब क्या होता है, डीएफए एंड एनएफए आर इक्विवेलेंट. व्हाई वी कैन से दैट बोथ आर इक्विवेलेंट, बिकॉज both were accepting the same languages. Okay, same languages. So इसके इसमें भी क्या होगा, इक्विवेलेंट मतलब क्या, कि जो ओरिजिनल ग्रामर जो लैंग्वेज प्रोड्यूस करता था और जो लैंग्वेज एक्सेप्ट करता था, सेम क्या होना चाहिए, जो डिराइव्ड ग्रामर है वो भी क्या होना चाहिए, सेम लैंग्वेज प्रोड्यूस करना चाहिए, मींस सेम स्ट्रिंग्स वो क्या होना चाहिए, आउटपुट में देना चाहिए. ओके, सो दैट इज मीन बाय इक्विवेलेंट ग्रामर. अंडरस्टूड? Now we will see what are the redundant productions, what are the type of redundant productions, and how we overcome or how we can uh, remove that redundant production, or you can say that the procedure, what is the procedure for that redundant, removing that redundant production. We are going to see that. Okay, let's see that. First redundant production है, that is epsilon productions. The productions of the form A produces epsilon are called as epsilon productions. मतलब अगर इस फॉर्म में अगर productions होंगे, then we can say that productions are epsilon productions. Next point है कि these productions can only be removed. कब remove कर सकते हैं? Can only be removed from the grammar only if the grammar is not generating epsilon. Okay, अगर grammar epsilon generate नहीं कर रहा है, then only we are able to remove these productions. Otherwise we have to keep that production. Otherwise we have to keep that production. अगर language or grammar itself generating the epsilon, then we have to keep that production. Suppose like I will write one grammar. Yes produces 0 s1 and epsilon. Okay, now here I cannot remove this epsilon. Why? Because if I will remove this epsilon, then I will write the without s, the grammar becomes what? Grammar becomes 0 s1 and then 0 1 0 1. Okay, now if we will observe this carefully, this is accepting another language, this is accepting another language. अगर हम देखेंगे तो ये कौन सी लैंग्वेज एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है, दैट इज 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n. Just a second. ओके, सो ये कौन से 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n, वेयर n क्या होगा यहाँ पे, n is greater than or equal to 0. ओके, बट इन दिस केस क्या होगा, दिस इज आल्सो 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n, बट n is greater than or equal to क्या होगा, n is greater than or equal to 1 होगा. Okay, so these are two different languages. So in this grammar we cannot remove epsilon because the language itself is producing epsilon. Okay, understood? So take this one grammar. We are not going to solve the full uh, solution here. We will see in detail about the when we are talking about the epsilon production itself. Let's see this. So the grammar becomes having the below productions. S produces a b c and small d, a produces b c, b is producing small b capital B and epsilon, and c is producing small c capital C epsilon. Okay, now let's see what this what this grammar is actually producing. Means we can find out what is the minimum string we are getting from this grammar. Okay, whether it is epsilon. If that is getting, we are getting epsilon, then remember one thing, we have to compulsory keep one epsilon there in the starting symbol itself. Okay, so let's see. S produces a b c and this is small d. Now instead of b and c, what I will do, I will use epsilon. Okay, or we can say that instead of a, I will first write bc and then this is bc and finally d. Okay, and instead of b we are having epsilon, instead of c is also having epsilon. If we will put all these epsilon, then minimum length string we are getting, that is d. Okay, means we can say that this is not a epsilon. The minimum length string is produced by this grammar is having the length 1, that is d. Okay, means that is not a, this language is not generating epsilon, so we can remove this epsilon and this epsilon. Okay, so there is some procedure, we will see that procedure while solving the example. Okay, so this is all about the epsilon productions. Okay, so next production is there that we have to remove, that is unit production. ओके, यूनिट प्रोडक्शन. So unit production क्या होगा? The production of the firm A produces B are called as unit productions. यहाँ पे कौन से यूनिट प्रोडक्शन है? अगर इस एग्जांपल में देखे जाए तो yes produces B, this is also unit production. Then again A producing capital B and B is producing capital A. These three are unit productions, and we have to remove these unit productions. There is some procedure that we will see in detail while explaining about unit production in detail. Okay, and finally we are having the productions which we have to eliminate, that is useless productions. So the productions are variables. In this we are using the word variable also, क्योंकि productions के साथ some variables also we are getting, that is not useful in our grammar. Okay, so the productions are variables which are not contributing in derivation of any string. Okay, मतलब हम कुछ string form कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे strings form करते हैं हम grammar से, and कोई ऐसे प्रोडक्शन है कि जो पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, मीन्स दैट इज नॉट ए यूजफुल थिंग इन डिराइविंग द productions or deriving the string, or we can say that instead of using that thing also we are generating the strings, then that productions or that variables are called as useless productions. Okay, so एक example है yes produces abs. Okay, then ab capital ab capital B. Okay, then a producing cd is there, and b producing ab is there, and c produces dc is there. Okay, now if we will carefully observe this, okay, I will solve this one. Oh, okay, yes produces, what is there? Okay, I will solve like this, a b, and this is capital S. Okay, a b s. Now instead of this yes, I will either use this one or this one. Okay, but if I will use this one, carefully observe this, if I will use this one a b b, now b is giving ab, b is giving ab, b is giving ab, so we don't have the end. Okay, we don't have the end because this b is not generating any terminal. Okay, b is not generating any terminal, so we will not come out of this b. Okay, we will not come out of this b, so we can say that this b is a useless. Okay, b produces a b, this is a useless. Okay, b is a b variable क्या होगा, useless होगा. Okay, so that's why we are going to delete this one. Then again after deleting this, suppose we have deleted this also because this is not useful, so we have deleted this and we have deleted this. Now after that what is remaining, that is abs. Now think about this abs, and again I have used that is aba. Okay, now aba is there, then a produces cd, so this is the useful one. Now abs and aba, this c we are not able to reach the c. Okay, because we don't have anything to reach the c, so we can say that this production is useless because we are not having the way to reach this c. Okay, understood? So this is all about the simplification of grammar. In next lecture we will solve some questions about removal of epsilon production, removal of unit production, and removal of useless productions. Okay, and in that while solving questions only we are going to see the ways of removing these type of productions. Okay, आई होप आप लोगों को ये समझ में आ गया होगा, एंड अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चंस हो तो आप तो एक तो जो फोरम चल रहा है टेलीग्राम पे, उसको ज्वाइन करके उसमें क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो. आई विल बी देयर, मैं आपके हर क्वेश्चन का जवाब देने का ट्राई करूंगा. एंड प्लीज अगर आपको ये वीडियोस वगैरह समझ में आ रहे हैं तो एटलीस्ट डू कमेंट कि हाँ आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, नहीं आ रही है. ओके, लाइक दैट, so that faculty will also get an motivation to record the lectures. And one more thing, that अगर आपको अगर पसंद आ रहे हैं तो then please share with other students also, so that they will also can get benefit from this. And please do like this. Okay, okay, Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.